Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I am Megan and I'm so glad you're here today. I'm sharing with you all today how I make herbal infusions for holistic medicinal use. It's really not as complicated or crazy as it sounds. In really short, an herbal infusion is just like an herbal tea with two key differences. Number one, the length of the steep, and number two, the concentration of the herbs. Right now I am using stinging nettle and oat straw for my infusion. The stinging nettle is really high in lots of nutrients that I will list here on the screen, as well as put a link in the info box below in case you want to check it out for yourself. One of the key things it's useful for me right now is that it can help with mucus type of secretions, which it is what we Southerners call the pollinating right now. So allergies, prime time, and this helps so much. The other component I'm using right now is oat straw. This is good for circulation, for stress, for nerves, for inflammation. All of those things are really great for me right now, especially being 6 months pregnant. I am boiling my water, and I have here an empty half-gallon mason jar. Now I mentioned the concentration. What you're looking for is in an infusion is 1 tablespoon to each cup of boiled water. Since I'm using a half gallon, that is 8 cups, so I'm looking for 8 tablespoons or half a cup of herbs in my infusion. So I have a 1/4 cup measure, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a 1/4 cup of each of these into my jar. Now it is about 9 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready for bed. I like to prepare the infusion at night before I go to bed. That means a good overnight steep, and I can just drink it throughout the next day as iced tea. The reason that the steep is so long is because that really long steep, the soaking in the hot water as it cools, really helps all the nutrients come out of those herbs. It helps the herbs that I've put in there really break down, and the nutrients become more bioavailable in your body. It's like drinking a dynamite nutritive iced tea all day throughout the day tomorrow. It helps me remember to stay hydrated, and it gives my body so many great benefits. I'm gonna leave this here overnight, and I will show you what it looks like tomorrow in the morning. All right, it's been about 10 hours. So I have a nice big mug. I have a nylon mesh strainer. You can really use any kind of mesh. I've used a coffee filter rubber banded around the top of my mug in a pinch, but you just need something with small enough holes that the pieces of herbs cannot get through. You can put ice in there first. It was a pretty chilly overnight, so I'm not putting ice in it right now, but I probably will later. And I just pour the tea in and fill my cup. The strainer catches all the tea goodies. I just leave the strainer there until I need it later in the day. And there's my tea. You can see it's significantly darker than when I started last night. It has worked so many nutrients out of all of those herbs that we're steeping overnight. It does not taste bad at all. These particular herbs I'm using taste a little bit grassy and herbal, which is normal for them. It's just pretty strong. If you put it over ice, the ice will melt and add water to that and dilute the flavor. You can also add things like raw honey or lemon wedges to it and help the flavor that way if it's not something that you enjoy. I try to make an infusion every single day because the health benefits are fantastic, and I definitely feel the difference. Once the 3rd trimester starts, I will be doing my pregnancy tea this way as well. If you are interested in where I get my bulk herbs to have those huge jugs, I recently did a video on my bulk herbal haul. I will link that down below. And if you're interested in my pregnancy tea mix, let me know and I can do a video on that as well. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. As always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to hang out for more. We'll see you again soon.